Hey, this is Nilsson, the mad scientist of muscle, and what I've got for you today is a very interesting version of Power Start lactic acid training. Now, this version is done using bench press and bands. It's a reverse band bench press done for Power Start lactic acid training. Now, basically this is a great fat loss technique, and it's a great way to preserve strength while training for fat loss. The first set you're going to do is 20 plus reps. You're going to go for power, you're going to go for speed, and you're really going to try and crank out as many reps as you possibly can. Now, I've got the band on here. It's going to stretch as I lower the weight, and that's going to help take up some resistance at the bottom. Now, as I press the bar up, that's when the band kind of contracts and takes some of the weight, and you put some of the weight back on you. So it's a really, really good way to follow the strength curve of the bench press exercise. So what I've got here is a couple of bands. I've got 315 on the bar. That's going to give me some assistance out of the bottom and remove that assistance as I come to the top. So it really allows me to load the exercise very effectively. Now, the Power Start lactic acid training. I'm going to do a set, very high reps, 20 plus reps, and then I'm going to rest 20 seconds. In that first 20 seconds rest, I'm actually going to peel off a plate off either side, so that's going to drop the weight to 225 while still keeping the bands on there. Now, at that point, I'm going to crank out as many more reps as I can again. I'm going to stay at that weight and keep on cranking out more, as many reps as I can sets on 20 seconds rest until I've got 10 total sets done. Now, this is a great way to build up a lot of lactic acid, which helps with fat loss because lactic acid really sets off a lot of growth hormone in your body, which is a critical hormone for fat loss and for preserving muscle tissue. So, pardon the sump pump there, it's my basement gym here. I'm going to get started. First set, like I said, it's going to be fairly heavy, going to be medium to high reps, cranking out as many as I possibly can, and then going for basically the lactic acid burn to get it there and keep it there. So here's what it looks like. First set done, peel off a plate, and continue. When you're doing this, ideally you want to make sure the bands are as even on the bar as possible. As you can see, the reps are dropping down quite a bit because of the lactic acid buildup. And using the bands like this really lets you grind out those reps and really get that burn cranked up real good. some more to do, then I'll come back to you. So we just finished the 10 sets of the reverse band press here with the Power Start lactic acid training format. Now, if you're worried about using the bands, don't be, because these bands are really used by a lot of top power lifters to unload the bottom and really allow you to load up the top range, specifically the lockout, because as it stretches, it obviously takes up weight from you, but as you come to lockout, that weight comes back down on you. So you're really getting a lot more resistance at that top portion of the range of motion that matches the strength curve extremely well. So if you do have the bands, definitely give this one a try. It's Power Start lactic acid training, and definitely effective for fat loss and maintaining strength on a diet.